going to quickly run through how to attach a rig to the end of a whip. So the rigs I'm using today, I've got two short, sort of standard pole float type rigs, using pencil style floats, and those are going to be on the 2 and 3 metre whip. And I'm going to look at using a sliding float on the 5 metre line. So what I'll do is I'll get my rig here, just take that off the winder. And as you can see at the top of the rig there, we've got 2 bits of silicone. These are 0.7mm, and obviously one shorter than the other, and a loop. So the first bit that we need to address is how to get the line around the whip. So what I do is use a loop that you'd use on a Dacron. So the main loop in the end of the main line that you'd usually attach over a stone for. You just make a small loop in the line below that and pass it through like so. And that'll create a larger loop there. What I do is pass this over the top of the whip and behind a piece of silicone. That's a 0.5mm piece, and that fits really tight and snug on there. It's not going to move, and this is basically acting as the anchor point for the line. So I pull that down and it sits tight against the whip like so, and I just slide that up and bed it in neatly behind that piece of silicone. Then what I do is grab the first piece of silicone that's on the line, the top one, and this is about 10mm long, so shorter than the second piece, and that goes straight on the end of the whip like so. And what I do is just slide that down towards that first piece and leave a small gap of about 2mm, and that's just to allow that knot there, as you can see, to pull through and tighten. And that just sits nice and tight. Now that'll never move, but it's always best to be secure with these things. So what I do is then just wrap the line around the top of the whip just a few times. You can do this by twisting the whip itself or doing it in the fashion that I've just done it there. And then find the second piece of silicone, pull that up, and then just pop that over the top of the whip. Now the important thing is that's about a 20mm piece, and I've got 10mm on and 10mm off, and that just kicks the line out from the end. You'll see now I'll pull that tight, and that's never going to budge. So that's how you secure a rig to the end of a whip, nice and tight. And you can see, as opposed to using a stone foot, it actually spreads the load along the flick tip, so it's less likely to snap.